Is
Go
he the
with your
best
mama.
director of all time?
No.
Is Stanley Kubrick the best?
It depends what you mean by best. Like anything else. Like, what's the best fucking root beer? It's going to depend on
Oh,
your
I know.
taste a
I
little
wasn't
bit.
trying to
But I
trick you.
think
I was
he's the
just
most.
leaning on
No,
your
I think
expertise.
it's a
Like,
question that I think about a lot because I'm a nerd about this shit. I think Kubrick was the most meticulous, exacting, and had his own way of doing directing and looking at directing, his own style that led to some movies that can be rewatched over and over and dissected and
mhm.
it adds something else that a lot of directors don't. He would have people do hundreds of takes, like intentionally exhausting and frustrating them because he wanted to draw exhaustion and frustration out of them. He wouldn't trust the actor to do their job. He would beat it out of them if he needed to. He would shoot guns and shit.
I believe he
like
was super.
he emotionally abused Shelley Long to the point where she was. I think she had an emotional breakdown. Like he's his own kind of guy. And there's tons and tons of symbolism in his films that is present in multiple films. There's obelisks in 2001: A Space Odyssey, Full Metal Jacket. There's all sorts of weird symbolism in Eyes Wide Shut. When
Dude, I
he's sort of
watched that movie.
he's sort of winking at you about the pedophile elite.
Tom Cruise was pretty cool in that movie.
I liked when Nicole Kidman pissed and you got to see her little bush.
I did. I liked that. I mean, that was a good scene too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that that's what I'm most interested in with Kubrick is that little theory people have of that he exposed a whole lot more in Eyes Wide Shut about the behind the scenes Hollywood sort of maneuvering and like elites maneuvering. And then he died pre-release. They heavily edited a lot of it and then released a version that he wouldn't have approved. So that's interesting.
Yeah, he was famous for burning his negatives so that his films couldn't be re-edited in the future.
Okay.
Like he burned.
I mean, he killed it on The Shining. He killed it on the moon landing, really.
Yeah.
Like that was probably his best work.
Yeah, he killed it in The Shining. The Shining is my favorite one, and 2001: A Space Odyssey probably after that. I rewatch those maybe once a year. I
didn't like 2001: A Space Odyssey nearly as much as The Shining or Eyes Wide Shut.
That's fair. It is very slow. And because we're more accustomed to like 21st century CGI graphics, it's kind of hard to appreciate that he's achieving those visuals with models and forced perspective and big sets that have been built, like multi-million-dollar sets that have been built to simulate some of the zero G stuff and some of the way the thing uses centrifugal force to create artificial gravity and all that stuff. Like you're like, oh yeah, every movie does that. Yeah, but they do it today with a big blue screen and a bunch of computers.
Yeah, they didn't do it in 1978 or whatever.
Yeah, so some of that has lost its luster or its grandeur, I suppose. You've seen plenty of movies with big spaceships and stuff like that, so it doesn't hit the same way. But I still like the story. I think Hal 2000, 9000, whatever he is just so cold and terrifying. It's like you can't reason with him. It's scary when he's got him locked outside the fucking spaceship. I can't do that, Dave.
There was too much. He spent too long on the obelisk monkeys. It was like 11.
Enough.
It was like 11 minutes.
That's the best part.
There's like 11 minutes in the beginning of monkeys jumping around an obelisk, and it was like at least try to make it look like a monkey. It's like there's a guy with a watch on and they're smoking. Like it's just it doesn't even look close to a real monkey.
I think it looked pretty good, and it's not supposed to be a monkey. It's supposed to be like a missing link. It's supposed to be the earliest thing that became man.
Yeah, well, it was clear they were men.
I guess the books are good too. The books give you more about what the obelisk is, where it came from, why it's there. Then there is a sequel called 2011, the year we make contact. I think it's something like that.
Did Stanley Kubrik make this?
No, he didn't. And it is a lesser film, and it is starred by Roy Schneider, the main guy from Jaws. He basically they send him up to find out what happened to the first spaceship, and he and the Soviets. It's a joint mission. So you have Roy Schneider and a bunch of Soviets, and they're going out to see what's going on with Hal. And there's also something happening to the planet Jupiter. And you get a lot of like like lore and backstory. You kind of get to the bottom of what it all means. It's a much less artistic film and more of just a 80s sci-fi movie that incorporates the Soviets in a refreshingly friendly way. Like they all work together in the end to like get shit done. It's okay, but it's not a Kubrick movie.
Would you put, so to return back, you would say you don't know, or you would put Kubrick at the tippy top?
He's my favorite director for all those things I said. Still, Steven Spielberg is so prolific, but as I watch, especially
he has some losers in there though. Like
his incorporation of children, and like the family dynamic that he seems like, it's almost like he has a formula in his head, like this quadratic equation for making movies. He's like, yeah, the child goes there, the wonderment over here, the CGI right there, big monsters if possible, and happy ending right over here. And you see that equals $250 to $1 billion a year. Yeah, no problem. Like it just feels like every one of his movies has those things incorporated into them. And I don't like kids in my movies. Like I just don't. Like you have to be such a good child actor for me to appreciate you as one of the cast and not an object to be lost and protected.
Yeah.
Like you could replace the kid with a bag of gold in so many stories. Because he's like, yeah, don't lose the gold. Where's gold? Where's the gold? They took the gold. like you don't need the
That's true. Actor. I never thought about that. You really could replace him with a bag of gold. But then occasionally you get someone like Haley Joel Osment, who's in I think it's Spielberg, the movie AI, where he's this future, and this is made in the. Oh, it was like 1998.
I cry my goddamn eyes out at that.
I hated that movie. I thought it was going to be fun.
It was not fun. It was sad. It's about a little like boy robot.
I watched that on VHS at my grandparents' house, and I thought it was going to be a fun story about a kid who has a robot friend.
That's by Centennial Man. That's the what's that actor's name? He killed himself. Not so funny now. What's his name?
Who killed himself? The Bicentennial Man. Things are getting tough.
Vietnam. That guy. What's his fucking name?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
I'm gonna kill myself, and then one of the hosts on PKA is gonna say I shouldn't have done it.
Woody gave him a lot of shit for that before he found out he had that degenerative brain disease that was like crippling him.
Can't think, can't talk, brain's falling apart, gonna kill myself.
But he was in a robot movie called Bicentennial Man. It's also heartfelt. It came out, I think, roughly the same year as AI.
Yeah, he was the Bicentennial Man. It was. I remember the cover from walking through Blockbuster.
It's a profile of him, and he's roboticized.
Yeah, it was half of him, half robot. Damn, memory lane. That's like, I remember there is no cover for a movie I remember more than 8-Legged Freaks, because I would
David Arquette right here. Big leaping tarantula. It's got fangs out. We're in the desert. There's I think there's cacti, and they might make the minor characters like too small to have actually been in the scene, but they're juxtaposed just so you have the cast photos. Zach, find the cover of 8-Legged Freaks and throw it up for us.
Yeah, I didn't know his name was Arquette, but like the guy on the front is like, like yelling, like because the spider's behind him and he doesn't want to be eaten.
Yeah, that's that was during a whole rash of spider movies that happened in the early 2000s.
Arachnophobia, that was another one.
Well, no, that's the 80s. That's Arachnophobia is actually fucking good.
Yeah, there it is. Because I remember I must have walked past that hundreds, because I've never seen it, but I think I remember walking past this cover when I was like a high schooler, and me and my buddies would drive to the Blockbuster to get movies.
It's a popcorn movie that you won't get mad at. Like some movies like are so dumb that you kind of get mad and frustrated. You're like, I'm watching somebody's fucking high school project here. This is a well-made, silly movie, if that makes sense. That has some scares in it because I don't like spiders. And there are a lot of big spiders. Is
it like oh fuck, what was that other silly horror you had me watch? Tremors? That's where there's the big worms under there? That was almost I think I only watched 1 through 3, and then it
you only need to watch
absurd. But it was a fun silly. Oh yeah, I guess he did. They were fine movies. Like they entertained me. They were a little silly.
One is a classic that is beloved worldwide and has super high ratings and stuff. It's real good. They're making a new one. I think they're gonna do either a limited series or a movie, and Kevin Bacon's coming back. So they'll just forget about They made Tremors movies direct to DVD for years, and I don't know. My white trash relatives would be like, "Did you hear? Tremors 8 come out. This time they're in the snow caps of the Himalayas." And I'm like, dude, it's, those are like direct to DVD movies. And
Gonna be ice worms this time.
Yeah, they got ridiculous. The first 2 are fine. The first one is great, and then I've seen the second one multiple times. I like guns, so like the one gun nut who's wearing the Atlanta Hawks hat, like he's our guy. Like Bert is his name, I'm pretty sure. And me and my cousin love Bert. Like his wall of guns and everything. Like we're like, that's how it'd be if worms come after us. That's what happened right there. We'd be Bert.
And was it the first or second movie where like one of the last scenes they're in like a basement seeking shelter and then a giant worm bursts through?
Yeah, and that's Reba McEntire playing his wife in the first movie. So it's they're actually polishing brass to be reloaded into new bullets in like a tumbler that's meant to do that, and so they don't hear the rumbling of the graboid that's about to burst through the gun wall. But it's so funny, it bursts through and it's like, and the camera pans back to Reba McEntire and Bert, and the entire wall behind them is encrusted with loaded guns. Like,
is this the movie with Kevin Bacon about the things underground that Kyle curiously likes a lot?
The Tremors.
Yeah. Are we talking about Tremors?
Graboids.
Thank God the worm burst through the not gun wall. Or they would have been in trouble.
You're so right. They come in through the other way. They'd have been fucked.
Comes in the other way. They're fucking throwing pebbles open for the
I'm not saying Tremors is a bad movie, but Kyle talks about it like it's Terminator 2, Rocky 2. Like it's right up there with the greats.
It was kind of a bad movie, but like bad movies can be good sometimes. Like
guess
bad
what the
horrors
Rotten
can be
Tomatoes
fun.
is. Guess.
84.
89. Wow. Right on.
Nailed it, Taylor. Wow.
This is a good movie with a solid cast. Like there are a lot of actors in there that are noted actors. There are good performances, and there's a silly giant worms that comes out of the ground and eats you. Sure.